Hey guys, welcome back to another Gaming Memories video. Here we are actually taking a look at a unique and quirky racing game by the name of Max Racer that was actually released in Japan only back in 1997 on the PlayStation 1. This game does kind of have an arcade style vibe that is very reflective of games the likes of Jet Moto or Jet Rider as it was called here in Europe, and a mix between Wipeout. It has a very similar characteristic style to both games because again it is an arcade focused racer, but it primarily kind of like combines both elements, both of Wipeout, high speed, futuristic style racing, but then it kind of mixes it with the likes of jet ski style hover kind of crafts with turbos that are, as you can see here on the screen, that allow you to move actually very quickly. And again, it is arcade focused. It's something that's very different, and again it was only seen in Japan. There's not much really known about this game. I've actually tried to spend a bit of time trying to do a bit of research online. Now there are a couple of other YouTube videos on the game, but there's very little if no information really at all to be found online. When you actually try to look for this particular game, or when you try to type in the keywords looking for this specific game, it actually gives you a load of different other related articles or news ideas on other type of games with similar names, but very little if anything was actually found on this game. So the only way really I was able to actually find any sort of information about it was really just to sit down and play it myself. So the premise of the game has you racing around different types of arcade style tracks, all with their own initial difficulties, and you have a number of different types of race vehicles as you can see here on the screen that all have different reflective capabilities and handling characteristics. Plus they look quite unique and funky and quite cool. It's kind of just trying to set its own vibe in the style of the game. The game is definitely very arcadey in terms of actually how it plays. It's actually not too bad. It's actually decent. The game actually does play at a relatively fast pace. It can be a little bit fiddly trying to gain control of some of the vehicles though, because even vehicles like as you can see here that actually has better handling can sometimes be a little bit too twitchy for your own liking, so you find yourself you crash into barricades and the walls a lot more than you would with different types of vehicles. But it's something that you will actually have to experiment yourself with when you actually go to play it, because again each vehicle has its own unique capabilities and some will suit some players better than others. It really just all boils down to your own preference. Now the graphics in the game are very simplistic. There is a lot of draw distance, as you can see, that a lot of elements of the environment don't really show up, or they just pop into the scene when as soon as you come across it, or it pretty much waits until you get close to it before you actually see it. But like your typical arcade racing games from back in the mid to late 90s, you only had access to 3 type of racetracks that all had their own unique difficulties, and again the racetracks pretty much based themselves off the initial difficulty and would increase with each given race that you would compete in. The game, although can get quite repetitive fairly quickly, but at the same time it is quite fun to play. It does require a lot of patience and skill to really master the tracks and the handling capabilities of each of the vehicles, but after a while you'll find yourself, I found anyway, that you'll quickly get bored and you nearly want to go and play something else. But for a quick spin and a quick tryout, I would recommend that you at least give it a go, just to see what it's actually like, and even just to experience something that's completely different. And again, a lot of us out there would never even have heard of this game. I know myself, up until I actually found it, I didn't even know that this game actually existed. So it is worth actually checking out if you want to play something and just try something out that is quite rare and very unique in its own right. But I'd love to know what you think of this, if you've actually even had the chance to play it, or did you even know that it even existed, and if so, what are your thoughts of the game? Be sure to share it down in the comments below. So if you have enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more unique style videos like this where I do play other unique and quirky style games that were released on the PlayStation, then make sure to leave a like on the video. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel, and again hit that bell icon to be updated whenever future videos are released. And again, also be sure to check out some of the videos here on screen where I do provide reviews and classic gameplay videos of other similar style, unique and quirky games that were released on the PlayStation. So as always, make sure to keep playing those classic games and enjoying them, and keep those gaming memories alive.